hard water, TDS laminated sheet. You can have your price sheets, you can have all kinds of information back here. Typically they have that, which is going to be how to do every one of your tests, right? There's also videos on Seaport for every one of these tests as well. Okay? Alright. Alright, this is the mini softener. You guys have not done it. So the way this works is, take this out, fill up their sink with water, fill up a bowl with water. This is gonna be a pump that's gonna be going into here. Alright, obviously you want the water to be going through the resin. Remember that, you're always gonna have a faucet in here. You wanna make sure that there's always water going, so it'll be running their water. This is gonna be in a bowl. Hopefully you're close to the sink. There is another contraption. Maybe?
Mine didn't have it either. That
Okay.
connects to the sink
No.
or the faucet.
It connects directly to the sink.
Yeah.
It's just a big tube, so you wouldn't have the pump, you just go right there. That's usually right. This is where you're gonna be washing your hands. If you have little soap bars, those are great to do because it shows you how much lather they get. You're gonna be doing the soap test as well to show them how much lather, but this right here is a great piece of equipment. Again, it's a pain in the ass. This is the thing that takes the longest to set up, the longest to take down, the longest to keep clean and all that, but it's fine. Again, it's a great visual representation of our resin. Pressure gauge is great to have. We have them, our service guys make one with a relief valve, because sometimes it's really high pressure, and this feels like it's plastic. It's hard to get these things off, so I would recommend having a pair of channel locks in your kit to get those things off. Sam, why don't you show us ours?
How come we don't have one like that?
This?
It's like that.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Wait, if you're jealous of this one.
That one's plastic.
We're done with this.
So Frank
That's
got
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So this is ours.
Frank says that.
That's top notch, Beverly
So
Hills.
the reason we have this is because we could, tighten it on here, and then we have a relief valve. So the pressure doesn't go against the threads here, and you can't get it off. What was a valuable lesson we learned on this one, Sam?
Make sure
Your first
they're
time
clo-
around.
Make sure they're closed before you check it.
Make sure what?
Because I sprayed a customer.
Sprayed the customer, just soaked his pants. So this water's wet.
Oh, that would have been great to see.
Did you tell him that?
It was hilarious.
Tell him
Hopefully it was
put you
good.
down. You knew like.
And the nice thing about having those isolation valves, and if you close them, you don't spray somebody, but you can also open it and take a sample of your raw water
Exactly.
right there.
Here it is.
Oh, you
This-
do have one.
This is your sink valve.
You even have a nice. We don't
That's
have that
nice.
either.
A lot of sinks aren't gonna fit this anymore.
Yeah.
Right, this is the old school one, single thing, no sprayer, nothing, but it's good to have.
I'm missing that.
TDS meter's gonna be here. So he was asking what clean is. I mean, obviously this is a brand new kit, so it's always gonna be clean. At some point in time, your foam is gonna get nasty, right? So you can, and if your sales managers don't know where to get it, call me. We've got a bunch of foam sitting around all the time in Ventura. I can show them where to buy it. Super easy to get. TDS meter, easiest test. Actually, that's not true. The easiest test is this.
Fun one too. Yeah.
What's that one?
The light bulb test?
I've never seen it. I've seen it on video. I've never seen it done, but yeah.
Shows on metals.
I know.
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah. Like
Yeah, me
iron.
too.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Lost it. You lost it.
Oh, it's coming.
The hard one. All right.
And
If they have children, like if children are, and it's great to have it, if you have a kid around, this is a great test for them to be a participant in. Obviously, you tell them that electricity and water never mixes, but this is a safe one to do. And all this does is has a couple of probes, and it's gonna show conductivity in their water. It's a great visual. Sometimes they come with a red light bulb, which makes it even more scary. Yeah, there's a red and a white in here, so You just pop it in there.
So you have to plug it in, obviously, and then stick it in the,
Stick it in a cup of water.
okay,
yeah.
obviously you don't wanna get electrocuted, you know? So that's obviously you can't, but.
Yeah, we've got it, we're pretty safe.
That would terrify my ass. Ah, just, that
Yeah,
sucks.
exactly. Yeah, pure water has no conductivity. Yeah, exactly.
So that's the.
And that was a life lesson for me.
That's
I
the,
always thought the water itself was
Which one?
conductive.
It's a light bulb.
Apparently not.
Yeah, it's just
What's that at on there?
Yeah.
It's not on there. Oh, it's not, so then it's not on there. I see,
It
okay.
just tells you.
He's doing it right
It just
now,
tells
too.
you pretty much that there's stuff in your water.
Okay.
Yeah,
Metals,
like
specifically.
iron, copper.
Cause
That's
remember,
what, yeah,
That tastes like shit.
all the metals.
Any
It
kind of
doesn't
metal.
tell you how much, it just tells you there's
no,
some
it
in
just,
there.
Yeah,
it
that
obviously
is-
tells you if
yeah,
it lights up,
that
there's a
you
bunch
have,
of stuff.
And this one will be your color.
Heavy metals.
Yep.
Heavy
Enough
metals
to
in your
bridge
water.
the gap between two different.
See that?
Exactly. Pretty
Look,
much a
look,
conductor.
look,
Yeah.
look.
So that's to show
Doing
that
it
you
look-
have heavy metals. Yeah.
That's tap water.
So that's a tap water. you
And
guys
watch
use
what's
it.
in with culligan water right now too.
That's emotional, man. We start thinking about that. I
So
have
it's
that
got,
system.
there's conductivity in there, right, so there's metals and all kinds of nitrates and whatnot.
Oh, hey now.
Culligan, baby. That's it.
Kids love this stuff.
Where does a red light go on at if it does? You said there's a red light.
There's a red light.
It's just a red
Yeah.
one for Christmas.
Actually, my-
Oh, I see, to change up the bulb, okay, for Christmas.
Yeah, I would say make sure to have them do it, because otherwise it's like, oh, you're pressing a button, you're doing something, you know? Just makes sense to do it.
There's your red light.
They'll try to go down a couple ride-alongs, they'll try to go down a rabbit hole and start pulling water from
Finally
different
done
things
with
too.
understanding
Like
a
they're
little more
drinking
about
water.
finance, and then
I would just let them.
you just gotta go through that.
Say, look, I just showing you the difference between your tap water. Cause they'll pull you down a rabbit hole.
Oh yeah.
So there's that, we've already done the hardness test, right? You guys know that one, you guys done the soap glass test.
Love it.
No.
Why do you love it?
It's just a great visual representation.
Okay?
And I like the dollar per drop analogy. That's what I really like. You know?
Yeah.
Imagine each drop is a dollar or your money.
You've done all these tests before, we reckon. This is so testing.
This money maker.
Hey guys, I'm gonna give some house cleaning real quick while we're in here, if it's okay with you. This is not Harry Potter.
What?
This is not Harry Potter. Nothing magically gets cleaned. Please make sure to put your stuff up and clean it, okay? Yesterday was a little bit crazy. We had some, I think y'all think the little elves or whatever come in here and clean stuff up. I was here for about an hour cleaning up some stuff. So this is not Harry Potter.
Appreciate that. Today is our last day, so when we close, let's all come together
Break
and
down.
Talking about the
break
back
this
room?
down and get
Yeah, the back room. was
Chicken
good.
wings over there hanging out?
Chicken wings and everything.
Thanks, Kenny.
Sorry about that.
Kenny's good.
We got it today.
I was like, Harry Potter, what you talking about?
These are important, why are they important?
So you don't mess up the countertop.
Yeah, you're gonna, yeah, that too, but also too,
You don't want to switch.
you get switched. If you get them switched, you're gonna figure out what it is, hopefully, but, in fact, I don't even know which one's which on this, but we'll find out.
Actually, I remember one of the videos even kind of said like that's something you could do to prove how good it is. It's like doesn't matter which one of these I do, I'm gonna be able to tell you which one's cooling and water.
Exactly.
Kind of a fun little.
The
So-
little trick that I was taught is if you just put your clean water by your cleaner, by the little demo system, you'll never get mixed up.
I like the Mac though. I'm really excited about the Mac.
That's obviously better.
Yeah, so it's
I know.
softener.
Like
I see, I see all that too.
It's good to
So what we
hear.
say about this is it's hospital grade soap. There's no surfactants in there. There's no dyes, chemicals, whatnot. And what we do is we say, hey, you know, we're gonna put in the exact same amount of each one of these. We're gonna count it. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. What I like to do is I like to give it to the customer. They shake one, I shake one. All right, but for right now, I will be a mixologist.
That's the test, right?
It is. That's money right
Cloudy
there.
water, look at the.
So I can tell which one's which, right?
How gross that is.
So what we're talking about this, we put this down and say, notice how clear the water is, how much salts there are. You look at this one, what's the soap doing in here right now?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's cleaning the water. Before it's gonna clean you, before it's cleaning your dishes, before it's cleaning your clothes, it has to clean the water. That's why it needs more soap. So we're not even close.
So how do you say that?
Then
You said
Mm.
you tell the customer
It's-
that soap is clean.
That soap is cleaning the water.
That's a different thing.
Every drop is $1.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So this is where your cost savings come in. This is where it's gonna plant in their mind that, yeah, I can save money. I am not gonna use as much soap, right? So we're at 4.4. I like to double it. I go to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It tastes twice as much as clean water.
Because that's what most people do, right?
Still nothing.
Still nothing.
Still nothing. Still got suds. Water's clean. I mean, you can see through this. And I got a guy that just wants to leave the crappy one and have it all crusty, right? You're gonna get the person to go, man, you know, you're using trick water.
Yeah.
You're using this. You clean them up. Make them look exactly. You want to do exactly the same water. You want to do everything matchy.
So,
Learn to
so
clean it
it isn't much. You
with your
get a
own soft
wire
water.
brush. Get a wire brush.
I use my soft water and I just shake it to get it out. I use the soft water to clean it after the test. I use that soft
You can.
Because if
As
not,
long
you
as
can
it's
have hot
spotless.
water up in there.
You gotta have apples to apples. That's what it is.
We are at over 3 times the amount of soap.
Okay.
$12, Mr. Customer.
We're
Finally.
finally getting a little bit of suds. But what's great about
Usually I
this
don't even see that.
is you turn this and they start seeing this stuff sticking to the glass, and they start seeing little floaters in there, right?
Soap's gonna.
Like, this is what you're seeing on your dishes, Mr. Smith.
And your
Mr.
skin,
Smith.
everything.
This is why you have patchy, stuff in your hair. It's because all this stuff is floating around.
What lives in your clothes.
Yeah. Let's look at this one.
Sheets.
Clean water. So if you want to go really crazy, you have them grab a washcloth,
Washcloth, yeah.
take it in there, and just squeeze it, right? And they will get soap out of there because the soap is being trapped in this water.
I've always wanted to do this one, but I haven't actually
I never did that one. With
So the
I'm
washcloth.
afraid to ask for their. I don't know why. I just.
Don't be
I'm the
afraid.
same way.
If they have a baby, I saw this.
Insecure.
I was
Asking
asking
them for
So,
But-
real quick, guys, because we're on time. But this is a absolute must.
Must do.
Yes.
Okay, there's no reason, if I am not doing this, it's harder to talk about cost analysis. It's harder to just say, hey, you are gonna save on soap. Well, show me, how, you know, it's after I paid $11,000, I'm gonna know? No, I wanna show you now, okay? This is real cool. You ready for this? Mr. Customer, you can see all of this. I haven't shaked it ever since then. Still white, the same $3. Here's $12. Shake that again, put it towards your ear. Okay, now shake that one. Shake, put it towards your ear. Shake it.
You can hear it. The other one, you don't hear nothing.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's good. Look at all that gunk. So true.
Yeah, it's nifty.
Isn't that nifty?
Give it a good shake.
Give it a good shake. You can hear it. You can hear that water.
Wow.
But on soft,
Just the metals in there that are just bouncing off.
Because
So-
there's so much soap and scum in there.
All the junk contaminants.
It doesn't ever come out.
Really quick, hey Vic,
Because like clean water, you're
That's
gonna
actually,
insane.
Right.
bring it out and there's not gonna be.
that resin there, that's just to
So
take
when it's
away
trapped, so I
the
take a
hardness,
bowl,
right?
And do I use
That's
that?
not the chlorine. That's not, that's no dump.
the reason for that is,
Really quick, that's just for hardness, right? That filter, again, it's just for hardness only, right?
The softener, right? The little mini
Yeah,
softener.
it's only for hardness, remember, it doesn't take away the chlorine.
Right. You have to buy the other unit, the
Exactly.
carbon, whatever, right?
Downflow carbon, yep.
Just off of that.
just off of that,
I
again,
didn't even know about
what
that,
you
right?
see here makes a difference. All of that soap, when calcium is involved, that soap gets trapped and locked into that calcium. So a lot of your soaps, I call it insoluble. That's why you hear it. Okay? When it's soluble, meaning that soap had the ability to dissolve, to create suds, you don't hear it at all. Okay? So that means that you have real true soap that is designed to clean. It cleans when it's in its soapy solution, and that's the power of soap. But if it's trapped in calcium, it has insignificant. That's why Dawn, Palmolive, Tide, they would not be in business if they didn't chemically treat that calcium. It's impossible.
Big soap is the reason we got bad water.
Big soap, nice.
Okay?
This test is tripled if you actually use the meat softener too.
Absolutely, and I recommend as you're doing your test, put stuff back if you can.
Right.
Because you don't want, again, time's good, you don't wanna be wasting time, you're like, okay, I'm gonna pack it up. Unless you're gonna use that as part of your thing, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I know you need to talk, I'm gonna go pack up my kit. If you need to use it, that's fine, but I always like packing stuff up as you go.
The water softeners work.
Okay, because of time, hey Carlos, I promised you was gonna do this, so come on up. I need you to give me a hardness test. Who's got the sheet, that hardness chart?
Y'all do now.
I'll do now. Everyone has
I
it
gave
now.
him one.
Thank you. Oh, did everybody get one?
I didn't get one.
Yeah, Tim gave us all.
I gave it to everybody who was
Who's
here.
here? I do it.
Yesterday, you left.
Oh, I left at 4:30.
Oh, yeah, see?
Oh, so you guys can give me the good stuff at the end. Whoever's there, hey, you gotta stay to the end to get the good stuff.
Hey, can't win, you ain't here.
Everybody
Just make a
please.
coffee. The coffee machine's right there.
I got extra.
Everybody please pay attention.
No, hey, no.
Let's pay
Yeah, that's
attention. Alright, Carlos is our rep and he's going to, I'm the customer and you're gonna tell me what you're gonna,
Oh, I'm gonna tell you.
yeah, you are.
Watch.
No, you ain't watching. It's alright. Hey, listen, before you start,
Yeah.
guys, I cannot impress this enough. This is our playground. If I'm gonna screw up, I wanna screw up here.
Yep.
Set it in the house.
Instead of in the house. Don't get frustrated, don't get nervous. This is a safe place.
Yeah, say that again for the people to step out.
Come on, man. This is a safe place. We need to practice our craft. The more you practice this, when I get to the house, I'm a baller. Baller status. Don't be afraid to come to the office. Grab your manager, say, I need you for 15 minutes. I need to go and role play with you. That's the only thing that honestly saddens me, because I don't see true potential in a lot of our sales reps because of lack of practice. They just don't practice. Y'all just say, I think I got it, I'll do it when I get to the house. You are minimizing your true potential, okay? When you can come in.
The best part.
It's the best part.
Really is. Because you can. I still have fun with it. Because yeah, because you
Say
can
that last, I
engage.
didn't hear that last thing you said. What did you say about the house?
About, instead of practicing it when you get in the house, it's a no-go.
Yeah.
That's not the time to practice.
This is your playground, this is the time to mess up.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that was a long number.
That's all right. So let's,
3 and 3, right?
let's walk through it so that you know that I'm gonna have you do it. Okay? So when you do a hardness test, these are the ones you need. You need to absolutely fill this, okay? And when you fill it, always put this over and then pop it in, all right? Then your explanation is, I am going to chemically soften. Go ahead, say it.
I'm chemically going to soften the water.
Perfect, okay? And I'm gonna do it with 3 solutions. My first solution is just a buffer. It's going to actually take out that calcium magnesium. I'm going to do 3 drops. It is imperative that when you start the 3 drops, after you got the solution, you're in front of them eyeball to eyeball. And you're showing them in front. Do not do it on the side. Do not do it in the back. Don't do it in the fucking closet. Don't do it, okay?
It's me and you. We did this together, right here. That's serious. Everyone in the steps is serious. It's together, baby.
Don't be
Then
high.
I'll get
You see how
Number two.
You see the two. Oh, I think you were showing it too.
Yeah. So everybody knows that in every one of them, the 1, 2, and 3.
I see.
You just follow the sequence.
You actually know
There'll always be 3 drops, and count.
He actually knows the chemical.
Count until it turns.
Okay. When I did this 3, this is the dye. This is what I call my hardness indicator. If you have hard water presence in your water, it's going to show. My goal today is to change it to.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna do 3 drops here. 1, 2, 3. Shake it, and as you can see, it is still pink. Okay, let's start with those 2 first. Obviously, you gotta take the cap off. This is your hard water.
This is the hard water right now.
If I may interject here, just on the vial, because we didn't touch base on it. The vial is a calculated gallon of water relative to the chemicals we'll be using today. That way they understand, like, there's specific proportions to all this.
You could already see something that's,
Just pour the water into
Yeah.
this one, right?
Yes.
This is the hard one, right?
Hard water.
I shake it now, or do
No,
do both of them?
shake it down. Now, what I always do is just get used to the habit, put your cap in, put it back in your case. Just boom, just get in the routine of doing it. That way, because I can't tell you how many times the sales rep says, I left my stuff at someone's house. Okay? It's because you're rushing, and before you know it, you put stuff away. The next thing you know, you're looking on the next appointment, you're like, where's?
Oh, that's horrible.
Okay, so try to make sure you remember that. All right, so before you do it, so tell me what we're doing today.
So we're gonna check for the TDS, for the hardness, excuse me, hardness, excuse me.
Okay, what does that mean, sir? I have no idea.
So we're hoping to see what your measurements are, so we're gonna find out if you have good drinking water or not.
Okay, stop right there. Who wants to give me a presentation on how to do this?
Oh, no, go ahead. No,
Come on, Anthony.
Go for it, bro.
It's all good. No, I want you to hear.
I'm just gonna show you how to read it because this is my new go-to.
Okay, so I'm the customer, so what are you gonna do?
So Mr. Vic, we're gonna test the hardness.
Hey, guys, hold on, stop it. If you guys wanna talk, please just go somewhere else, okay? Anybody in here that's here to learn, I need you guys to pay attention. If you don't, please take that somewhere else, okay? All right, thank you. All right, let's go.
So Vic, we're gonna test your hardness. The purpose of this is just to see how hard your water is. And when I do this, it's gonna tell us anything from 1 grain, just standard to soft water. That means you have soft water, there's no hardness present.
Okay.
And then anything from 1 to 3 grains, slightly hard. As you notice down here, if we do get to 7, 10, or anything below, it'll tell us if it's extremely hard or just hard.
Okay.
That's how, not knowing what to say,
No,
I just went to this. That's what
Right.
I'm saying. That's my new go-to. I'm not making stuff up, so that's what I'll
Okay.
say. And if you're okay with that,
Yep, that's good. I wanna have you add, at the beginning, I need everybody to say everything out here, every single one.
everything one of them. Okay.
3.5 to 7 is moderately hard. 7 to 10.5 is hard. Anything over 10.5 is extremely hard. And I want whoever, I'm gonna bring someone else here who wants to do it. There's still one thing missing. Thank you, Anthony.
Okay.
Come on.
Learn not to cut no corners, just.
We're not cutting corners today. This is, and you shouldn't cut corners when we're done. All right.
Showing them how bad their stuff is.
Because, what are we doing?
And start.
Yes.
So today we're gonna be conducting a water hardness.
Okay.
So as you can see here, this is our water analysis sheet. Right here it shows if you have soft water, if you have hardness. So in 1 grains, anything below 1 grain per gallon is considered soft water.
Okay.
From 1 to 3.5 is slightly hard. 3.5 to 7 is moderately hard. 7 to 10.5 is hard, and anything over that is considered extremely hard.
Okay.
Where do you think your water will fall in?
I'm taking around 7.
Around 7?
All right,
Okay.
thanks, Kevin. Good job. I need one more person to do it. One more person. Who's gonna do it?
Big lunch is there already.
All right, thank you. We'll have lunch in 1 minute. And then I'm gonna have you do it, okay? Sure. So what we doing next?
So Mr. Vic, we're gonna go ahead and test your water for hardness levels.
Okay,
So as you can see on here, we test in grains per gallon.
okay,
Anything below 1 grain per gallon is considered soft water.
okay.
Anything between 1 and 3.5 is
So,
slightly hard.
I'm gonna stop you right now because Kevin said the same thing. It's one thing to say hardness, but as a customer, I still don't know what hardness means. You gotta make sure you tell me hardness is calcium magnesium. Okay? So because you telling me hardness for a customer, I don't know what that means. Does that mean I need to hide what's going on?
Mr. Harkness?
Come on, man. Come on. You funny.
I told you, hey, the humor never goes away, man. The humor never goes away, bro. I'm just telling you, man, the humor never goes, all right? Don't talk to me about hardness, and I don't know what that means, okay? So when you say, hey, I'm gonna do a hardness test, hardness is calcium, magnesium, and we measure that by grains per gallon. Okay, let me say it again. Hardness is calcium, magnesium, and we measure that by grains per gallon. Okay, start over, but that's all I wanted to share with you. But, hey, yeah, what we doing?
Mr. Vic, we're gonna go ahead and test your water for its hardness levels.
Okay,
Hardness in the water is calcium and magnesium content in your water.
Okay.
And we measure that in grains per gallon.
perfect. Thank you.
And so as you can see right here on this chart,
Yeah.
anything below 1 grain per gallon is considered soft water.
Okay,
1 to 3.5 grains is slightly hard.
okay,
3.5 to 7 moderately hard.
yeah,
7 to 10.5 hard, and anything in excess is going to be extremely hard.
okay, perfect. And you got one more thing to say?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Where do you?
The reason why the where do you fit gets them to interact with you.
Yeah.
Okay? It makes them get involved and also makes sure, are you paying attention? Because they need to self-discover. I have to educate first, make them take ownership of where they think it's at. So then when I actually do the actual test, they are 100% involved because they know now what we're doing together. Okay?
Given your experience with your water at home, where would you say you fall?
Man, I know I'm off the chart, it's crazy. I'm gonna say extremely hard, yeah. All right, please, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it.
Well done, buddy.
Well done, all right. We're back over here. And then from here, we're gonna go to the test. I hope you guys are understanding the magnitude of this. If you're not practicing this, this is why we stumble. Okay? There's no reason for us, there is no excuse in the book that you guys work here and you're not either at home or in this dealership and not practicing this. This is something you cannot learn doing it once. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. And if you were my manager and I brought you in here, and the third or fourth time, I might honestly just, no BS, and say, look, do you want to work here? You're not taking this seriously. You're not taking this seriously. This is money, and more importantly for me, honestly, forget the money. I really do believe we have a product that our customer deserves, and you're messing that up. Okay? Take care of our customers. You can't take care of our customers if you're not doing the very thing that they need to see. So please, when we do these kind of demonstrations, I just want you guys to embrace this part. Make it yours, okay? It will never happen if you don't practice. It will never happen, okay? Let's go. Give it to me, baby.
You want to give me which one? The
Darkness, yeah.
All right, Mr. Customer. Here I am.
Here I am.
Rock me like a hurricane.
Don't sing it to me.
Alright, so I'm gonna give you a hardness test, which consists of calcium and magnesium.
Okay,
And these are gonna basically give you the,
1 to, or anything 1 or below is gonna be soft.
Okay.
Anything above 1 is gonna
Stop,
be.
stop. So, because you're new here, this is easy. And it's okay when you're practicing, but the more you practice this, you'll eventually get away from reading this. But read it first. I'm okay with that. You're new.
Right.
Okay? Read it first. But when you read this 20 times, you don't need to do this. You guys saw me yesterday do the same thing on a blank pad. Didn't you? I didn't have the chart. I did everything here on a blank piece of paper. That's when you know you got it. I don't need this chart. I can tell you right now. Same thing, as if this was here. Okay? But again, when you're new, like I said, man, this is no pressure on anybody. I'm just trying to tell you, I have fun with this. Role play should be fun for you guys. Role play should be fun. When you think role play is not fun, it's because you're challenged yourself about being prepared to do your work. We run away from role plays because I know I ain't done. That's why you won't role play with me. It's because I'm not prepared. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'll call you out on how to be. But when you want to role play, they're telling me, man, I know my stuff. I'm ready to do this. I'm good at what I do because I like practicing with my peers. Okay? Just like I said in professions, these guys are talented. They're the top 1% of what they do, but yet they still practice. Okay? Practice is everything for us, guys. If you want to make over $100,000, it doesn't happen by fluffing it through your first few months. So now the company lose business, you lose business, and now your job is in question. Your job is only in question is because you refuse to be prepared. Okay, but when you're prepared, man, it's game on. Okay, let's do it again, man. So when you say hardness, just say hardness. Hardness is calcium and magnesium, and hard water is measured by grains. Just read it to me. That's okay.
All right. Well, we're going to be checking for your hardness.
Yeah.
It consists of, calcium and magnesium.
Okay.
And then we're hoping it's below. We'd like to get it to 1 point or below. Anything above, obviously, you can see here would be slightly hard, moderately hard, or hard. What do you think you'd be on this?
I'm gonna be here, but you're still not there, so I'm gonna have you do it again. And all I want you to do is just read it verbatim.
Grains per million.
Hardness is measured by grains per gallon.
Okay.
0 to 1 is soft. 1 to 3.5 is slightly hard. Just read it like you see it.
Sure.
Okay? And then when you're done with over 10.5 is extremely hard, where do you fall?
That's what you want me to say.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
So you would,
Again, absolutely.
And measuring for hardness, we're looking for hard water is measured by grains per gallon.
Okay.
And obviously 1.0 or below is soft. 1.0 or to 3.5 is slightly hard.
Okay.
3.5 to 7 is moderately hard.
Yep.
7 to 10.5 is hard, and of course over 10.5 would be considered extremely hard.
Okay.
What do you think you fit in this chart?
I don't know, Carlos. I think I'm gonna be moderately hard.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to check. We'll do a test.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Okay. What do we do next?
All right. So we got the hardness. We got this.
Those first steps.
Now, hold
Yes,
on.
sir.
Now, where are you dropping that at? Are you in front of me doing it? You're about to do the job?
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yes, yeah.
Was he in front of me
He wants
doing
you
it?
personal. He wants
Okay,
you.
so you want me to-
Yeah, he wants you. But man,
But-
double vision, right?
Sales is always a dance.
I mean this I mean this sincerely. Listen, guys. I'm that guy that I don't want to leave nothing to chance. Nothing. Someone questions my drops. Someone says anything. You ain't doing that with me. Okay? So when I do this, if I'm even here, he's right here, and I'm doing it here, I'm sorry. That's just not enough. It's not enough.
Oh,
Okay? When I do it, I'm gonna do it right here. And don't do the side. Because the side, sometimes you might accidentally hit the side of the glass. You might do too hard Always go above, because this will not drop until you put pressure.
So you squeeze it up.
Until you squeeze it. So put it above. And by the way, also, don't be afraid to go home and practice this. I mean, just pop, 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 pop until you get used to it. Again, we got more fluid. We got more. Empty it out. Practice, practice, practice. Okay? So when you do it, boom, just tell me what you're gonna do.
All right, so I'm gonna apply 3 drops here.
Okay?
I don't really know if that's.
Just a
okay,
buffer.
It's a buffer, okay.
Yep.
So we're gonna
Just to start.
Okay.
Okay.
Put
Came
that
out
down.
pretty fast, actually.
Yep, shake it a little bit.
Okay, shake it, just a little. So I need to put this on?
No.
Just shake it.
Just do it.
No,
Now, let me,
Don't touch it with your.
now, hey, I wanna say something. You guys gotta give Carlos a real round of applause. Really. I sincerely mean that. It takes a lot of courage.
Yeah, we're proud of you, man.
It takes a lot of courage, man. So,
He's a
I
weekend.
know you're nervous, I know all of those things, but man, don't feel anything about this. I'm glad you're doing
I feel
this.
good now. I feel
Okay,
good.
good, I mean
Yeah,
that.
really is.
I'm glad that. So, when you're shaking this, okay, you don't have to put your hands over this,
Okay.
just shake it like this,
Okay.
okay? But again, after everything that you do, put this back on. Now, the one thing especially,
I get
die.
get nervous about this
You
one.
don't wanna get
Go to
down.
one of the
You don't wanna
the
get
die,
down.
you definitely, once you do the drops, you put that cap over your mat. Do not put it on the counter.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because that dye, if it gets into a quartz and it bleeds through, you just now have your $10,000. Okay? Because that customer is gonna absolutely say, you're replacing this. And even if I say, dude, you got all kinds of rings on your counter, I don't care.
You did this one.
You did this one. I want you replaced. Okay? So, remember that, so.
Very careful with the dye.
Obviously, the cap's gonna come off.
Yeah, and when the cap comes off on that one, or all of them, they still go on your mat.
Always on your mouth, that's what we
Further in the dark part.
It's not that you avoid water spots
Here,
on
we're gonna
it.
apply another solution.
Now, before you do that, okay?
What's that
So
solution?
now you're gonna say, this next solution is a dye.
That's
Is
the
a
number
dye.
2.
And it's going to give us a hardness indicator when it turns pink. It's gonna say that it's hard. My goal is to turn it from pink to blue. Okay, you can try to do that, but you know what, just go ahead and do your 3 drops.
Okay.
And then what I want you to do, and what I'm going to do for those, okay, you can put your glass down, get your cap, tighten it up, and I put it in the kit. That's how I do it every single time. Okay, I tighten it up, put it back in, shake it, and then I say, Mr. Customer, what color? I don't even tell them the color. What color do you see?
Like a reddish pinkish color, yeah.
Yeah, but you're asking me.
Right.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, oh, okay. So what color you see?
I see pink.
All right.
Beautiful. What's our next one? So the next step, and what I'm gonna do for you and all of you who wants this, when we get done with this sample, anybody with a video, I'm gonna record myself with this whole process, okay? Take it, if you will, toss it, delete it, whatever you wanna do. But I tell you what, if you record this and play it over and over, I always say this to customers, it's like, I'll ask you, what's your favorite song? You don't know that song by heart the first time you hear it. It's repetitive, repetitive, repetitive. But before you know it, guess what? You're singing that sucker like it ain't nobody's business. All right? It's the same thing with this. When you have a presentation that you've never really done before, and you really trust the person that knows what he's talking about, and I give you that recording, okay? Take it with you, look at it, listen to it, mimic it, do it, and then make it yours. You might have something a little slightly different. I'd almost question it, but if it's slightly different, the question will always come back in your closing percentage, right? Doing something different than what I'm showing you, you better have some damn good closing percentages. That's the only valid way you're gonna tell me you did something different. Oh, you closing at 80%? Yeah, I'm closing, but if you're doing something different and your closing percentage is at 25, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You ain't closing. But you think your presentation is better than mine. What's your closing percentage looking like? Right? I mean, it all makes the sense in the world. So now, what I want you to do is get number 3 out.
Number 3.
That's number 3.
Yes, sir.
Now, on number 3 is the what? What did I say we were doing on number 1? It's the extra test, but what did I say we do on number 3?
Drop close.
One drop?
The 1 drop close. The 1 drop close, okay? It's the 1 drop close, so you do 1 drop, and then you make a statement, okay? Now, who knows what the statement is? Okay, come on over here, Chase. Chase.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Chase, you're gonna follow through,
Absolutely.
all right?
Alrighty, now, Mr. Vic, now, right now, this is gonna be, sorry. So, this time, we're gonna go ahead and count the number of drops to determine how much
Okay.
grains per gallon of
Sure.
your water.
Sure.
But I can assure you that, once you do business with us, and we put a softener in your home, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna retest your equipment,
Okay,
and it's gonna take 1 drop.
okay, so you're good. I like the statement, but do the drop first.
Yes.
You didn't do the drop yet.
Fair enough.
So make sure you do the drop.
Oh, if
Shake
it doesn't change. that's
Then
right.
it doesn't, now you get it. You gotta do the drop first.
I'm saving it for Carlos.
No, no,
What I'm
no.
gonna get is
I love
drop.
it. People like, damn. You gotta do the drop first. So go ahead and do the drop first. So, and I always say, I'm gonna start with 1 drop first.
So I'm gonna start with 1 drop first here,
Okay.
Mr. Vic.
Yep. Okay.
Now you can see, nothing really changed there. We're definitely in hard water. We do that already,
Yeah,
though, right?
it's okay, yeah.
So I can assure you that if you do business with us here at Culligan, by the time we put our equipment into your home, I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna retest your water for you, and that 1 drop is all it's gonna take to ensure that you're in soft water.
And what color is it gonna be?
It's gonna turn blue.
Absolutely. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right.
You know what? Hey, when you get on that side of the table, it does change the perspective a little bit.
Right. Does everybody see what I'm trying to say? You guys start getting into your appointments and you do these things, you will be calling me. There's no doubt in my mind. You're gonna be saying, my God, I can't believe this. These people are like,
Hey Vic, what else you got?
no.
Give us all the tricks.
I'm gonna say, what's in your bank account?
What's in your wallet?
What's in your
He's
wallet?
gonna be like the Capital One
All
guy.
right. So, Sam, come on through.
I highly recommend you guys videotape yourselves.
Yeah,
It is
that's what
painful
they
to
told us.
watch,
So
but
finish
just think
counting.
how it is for the
So
customer.
we're at 1.
As you see, right? So you gotta improve it. Always gotta
You saw on
improve.
the chart,
Yes.
1 drop is good water, okay?
Yes, yes,
Now,
yes.
I'm gonna drop another 3 just to show you
Okay.
where you're at. Why don't you go ahead and shake that up again?
Oh, okay, sure.
Keep them engaged. That was good, kept them engaged over
Okay.
there.
We're at 4.
We're at 4,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna drop another 3 for you.
Okay.
So we're at 7 now.
Yep.
I'll shake this one.
Okay, sure.
We're at 7 now, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna add another 3.
Okay.
Go ahead, you can shake this
Oh,
one.
wow. It's starting to turn.
It's starting to turn.
Now, here, now I want to show you, thank you, man. Was that good? Give this man a round of applause. I liked what he did. He gave the customer an opportunity to shake. Make sure he's still engaged. When you know your territory, and you know I'm close to 10, when you get to 7, and this is trial and error,
And point it out.
but when you get to 7, bring this back up too. Oh, by the way, where are you at right now? It's still pink,
That's hard.
right? So now he's seen 7. I am really creating the urgency. But if I know I'm at 10, I stop at the 3 drops if I know my territory is in that area. The reason why I do that is if I did the 3 and it turned blue, how do I know it wouldn't have changed on the next drop? How do I know when, again, leave nothing to chance. When you get good at what you do with that hardness test, and you know what your hardness is, when you get closer to that number, just do 1 at a time. Because it does change, it does fluctuate. So that way, if I did that one drop and it starts to breathe, and it was at 8,
Because you're right, because we average like around 18 in our.
see what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly, you didn't know what was here. But I'm just giving you guys an idea, when you get close to that, that's what you're supposed to do.
7 is like your comfort number then, it's like when it runs, maybe.
How did you do it at once, right?
When the water starts turning blue, even before you start
water
shaking it
is not as
to
hard.
the 7th drop.
Yes.
You'll kind of see that blue
You
splash.
start seeing it, yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna do this one more time. For those of you, I'm just gonna do it. Put your videos out. I'm gonna go nonstop with this. And because of the sake of time, I hope you really use